Hey, this is Mark Goldberg from Mark Vlogs Watches, and I would like to thank you for joining me for another exciting episode. When you get a chance, go ahead and throw a like on this video, and please subscribe to my channel so we can do 2020 together. It's a crazy year, lots to talk about. I have had a giant buildup of viewer mail, and I'm going to drop my email address in right there so that if you've got questions, you can write me, and I promise eventually I will get to you. Sorry for the delay, but here we are. And I've got a couple more of these videos to make because some of you have been in queue for an answer, and I'll get to you, I promise. And this one is from Edwin. Hello, Mark. Thanks for all the videos. I'm just getting going in my watch collection. Just purchased a Batgirl last week on the gray market, and I really want to get a Rolex Submariner next. I'm looking for your advice on which way to go, and I hope you can give me your thoughts. So then he goes on, because it's not just a regular old Submariner that he wants. I'm going to eventually get both of the following watches, but which is the best order to go? I want to get the Kermit, and I want to get the Hulk. There is no Hermit yet, except for all of us. We're all a little bit of a hermit. I know you are saying they are going to discontinue the Hulk this year. Should I spring on the Hulk now or try and pick up a Kermit first? By the way, I did make a video about what I think is going to be happening to the Hulk. Oh, gosh, speaking of which, I forgot to do the quick fist watch check. I got excited and jumped right into the meat and potatoes of this video. So let's get it out of the way. And here it is, quick fist watch check. Today I am wearing the Hulk. And it is a glorious sunshiny day, and hopefully you can make out this beautiful starburst. Wow, just really a lovely watch, this Hulk. I should make more videos about it. It is just glorious. Bruce Williams and I text each other all day long, talking about how in love we are with our green Submariners. Okay, so look, I made a video about what my source called Moneypenny believes is going to be happening to the Hulk, and I'll put a link to that video in the description. But Edwin says, I know you're saying they are going to discontinue the Hulk this year. Should I spring on the Hulk now or try and pick up the Kermit first? I don't have a relationship with an authorized dealer, so it's going to have to be both on the gray market. Well, the Kermit you wouldn't be able to get at an authorized dealer anyway because that is a discontinued model, so you would be getting that on the used market or gray market, etc. All information and your thoughts will be appreciated. I am currently in Miami for a few weeks and can pull the trigger at any time. Well, Miami, interesting. David SW in Miami. No, not in Miami, but in Florida. Okay, look. Kermit or Hulk first if you are going green and you absolutely have to have both. Hulk, you want the Hulk first. You want this bad boy. This is what you want first. And I'll tell you why. Because it has actually dropped a little bit from its high of around $15,000 on the used market to somewhere in the, I'm seeing them now once in a while for like $13,500. What do you think is going to happen if Moneypenny is correct and these things get discontinued somewhere in the next 6 to 12 months? What's going to happen to that price? It's going to go up high. So right now things are just a little bit slow. Rolex prices took a little bit of a nosedive and then immediately started to come back, and they seem to be stabilizing right now a little bit under where they were. But the Hulk, honestly, I think it's a little bit of a bargain right now in terms of difficult to get watches. So yeah, absolutely, it's the Hulk. The Kermit has been discontinued for a long time, and so that price should be fairly stable. I don't know, if you came across some kind of unbelievable deal on a Kermit which said, buy me now or you'll never see me again, then sure, take it. But I think that your opportunity, your window of opportunity to get a Hulk is narrowing. I think it's going to be discontinued. Prices will quickly jump up to the crazy in the first few weeks after that happens. Prices are going to jump to the $16,000, $17,000, $18,000 range, and then they will come back down and stabilize maybe back around $15,500. That is all guesswork on my part, guys, but I'm basing it a little bit on what happened when they discontinued the Batman, and that was, more or less what happened. So my advice would be to get the Hulk fast. Now, you say gray market, that is like a big term, and so really pretty much the used market is composed of individual sellers who sell via the forums, Facebook forums, or who sell even sometimes off of Craigslist. eBay is that's what I've gotten a lot off of eBay. And then of course there are trusted watch dealers. So where should you go? I made a video on like 5 different ways to buy a used Rolex, and I'm going to put that in the description of this video also because it's very relevant to this conversation, but I'm going to give you just the quick version of it right now. If you're super knowledgeable, then you could buy off of eBay. You get really great buyer protections through eBay and off of PayPal when you pay that way. But you got to be a really knowledgeable buyer. You have to know what is the relative value of what you should be buying. You have to know where you can get it authenticated. You have to know, box and papers naked. What kind of a price should you pay for either of those two things? And if you're not a super knowledgeable buyer, and I don't think you are, Edwin, because you said you're just getting started here, right? So I would buy from a trusted dealer, David S.W., Del Rey Watches. There's a lot of these guys, and I would be Kenny Nguyen Jewelers on Time. I would be looking CRM Jewelers also in Miami. I've purchased from them. Anyway, all these guys on the secondary market, these are the sort of like the trusted sources. In some cases, you will pay a bit more than you might from an individual watch collector such as yourself who's just dumping out of a watch, but your safety level is higher and that is worth money. So my advice, Hulk, do it now before they discontinue it. I thought I would close this video out by just showing some video of this Hulk. I'm showing it right by my very unkempt garden, but boy, it's catching the sunlight right now. So I thought I would show it because this is the watch that I'm telling Edwin and the rest of you, if you have any inclination, you see it'll show its scratchies a little bit. But if you've got any inclination to buy a Hulk or a Kermit, well, I could tell you they're going to wear somewhat differently because this has got the super case, whereas the Kermit has this maxi dial, but it has the old lug style. So if you got a teeny weeny wrist, well, you might prefer the Kermit after all. I like the wrist presence myself of the Hulk. But geez, look what you get here. Guys, I want to thank you so much for being with me. Go ahead and sign up for my channel if you haven't already done so. If you've been with me a long time, I certainly do thank you. This is going to be Goldberg. Peacing out.
Paint the sky.